Is AI productivity a myth? AI is helping people work faster, but can businesses turn that spend into measurable value? The company's best place to win will combine speed, visibility, and accountability, with finance playing a central role. AI productivity has a proof problem. Here's the gap. 88% of employees say AI tools have improved their productivity, but only 40% say that the improvement has been significant. The gap is hard to ignore. AI can help teams think, write, and analyze faster, but finance leaders still need to answer the board-level question: where is the value showing up? If investment is rising, but the impact is hard to prove, productivity becomes a measurement challenge. Finance can connect AI to real spend outcomes, better performance, stronger decisions, and long-term enterprise value. Adoption needs accountability. The next gap is confidence. 58% of employees find AI tools difficult to use, and 57% do not understand how AI is meant to improve their work. And 63% are expected to use AI without proper support, and that's a risky combination. Businesses are asking people to use AI before they feel ready, trained, or clear about what's possible. For finance, this matters because poorly supported adoption makes productivity harder to measure and harder to govern. AI investment needs practical support, clear ownership, and a reliable way to track business value over time. You can't govern what you can't see. Then there's the spend risk. 27% of employees have purchased AI tools without approval, and only 27% of finance leaders say clear policies and controls fully govern AI use and purchasing. That leaves room for hidden costs, duplicate tools, unclear ownership, and data exposure with weak ROI measurement. Finance can help businesses move quickly without losing control. That means giving teams access to the tools and budgets that they need while keeping spend visible, accountable, and connected to business outcomes. In 2026, productivity belongs to businesses that can move fast and see clearly and govern well. Don't miss Soldo's 2026 Productivity at Work report to see how finance leaders can help businesses turn AI investment into long-term value.